Man, two in one day. This is almost embarrassing. I've been kind of quietly boycotting Fox News ever since they got rid of Tucker. Actually, it's probably more than that. Not really quietly boycotting. He was basically the only thing I really watched even back then. But I had almost forgotten what a legit, complete and total badass Fox Business's Charles Payne really is. This guy is legit. He is the real deal. And he was doing primary coverage with one of my favorite liberals, probably one of your favorite liberals too, Jessica Tarlov, and he crushed the poor thing.
But he has an uncontrollable narcissism and rage about him when he feels insulted. And it's appealing to the base. They say, we love it. He's a counterpuncher. But you've now lost a general election. You've presided over the loss of the Republican Senate, the Republican House. The abortion that's been on the ballot 7 times. Democrats have swept it in all of that, and he has not moderated at all. And frankly, I don't think it's in him for him to be able to do it for more than 20 minutes.
I mean, don't you just love how they frame it? I mean, basically, they believe that Trump is without principles. The left believes this. They really do believe that he'll say or do anything it takes to win. And then those exact same people will tell you that he's an idiot for not changing his position and his beliefs on abortion. And she basically admits that Democrats are just a bunch of low information, single issue voters who only vote on abortion. And for a lot of them, she's absolutely right. A lot of them are exactly that. But here's the thing. Even low information voters, single issue voters, change their minds when they can't barely afford to even live their daily single issue lives. It is that simple. Eventually, you will run out of single-issue voters.
Democrats demean MAGA voters. You talked about it with me today, saying that, it's just strange that they're talking about a group of voters like that.
Yeah, and I don't think it's narcissism. I think if you've lived in New York long enough, it's maybe a New York thing. Someone punches you, you punch him back harder. That's why I grew up in Harlem.
Not if the country's at stake, right?
He won. He became president of the United States. With that same personality.
Yeah, I mean, it is strange, but is it surprising? No. I mean, ever since Hillary said the quiet part out loud and said basically anyone that doesn't agree with her on any of the woke, insane, cultural, or political issues, anyone who doesn't help her ascend to the throne as her rightful position can be placed in the irredeemable basket of deplorables, is what she believed. And honestly, they haven't been shy about saying exactly what they think of our half of the country ever since then. And the interesting thing, the magic trick that they've been able to pull, is they frame it like they're only talking about some far-right fringe group of MAGA extremists. But no, that is not who they're talking about. That is not who they mean. And every liberal in America knows exactly what they mean. And what they actually believe, most of them believe, which is every single person who would dare vote for Donald Trump is an existential threat to the entire country, to democracy itself. And they believe this. And every time they see an American flag outside of a home or a business, they don't feel any patriotism. They now feel fear and anger. That's what they feel when they see the flag or when they think of you. And it's pretty scary stuff. So do not be fooled, man. When they talk about MAGA this or far-right danger that, they mean you. They mean me. They mean that sweet old vet down at the end of the street with the Marine Corps symbol on his mailbox. That is who they mean.
I don't think that, listen, I think it's worse with Biden calling MAGA. Biden's anger and vitriol and hatred for MAGA is far more worse than President Trump's individual battles with someone who crosses him. That is something that is really detrimental to this country, that the president of the United States despises half of the United States. President Biden, I said earlier today, about a week ago, I had a segment coming up, so I Googled Biden hates MAGA. Nothing but articles after articles after articles. He has expressed hatred for half of the country.
Who's writing those articles?
It doesn't matter. Look
and it's
at
not.
him. Because the bottom line is he says it.
Yeah, he's letting her have it, man. And he is absolutely 100% right. If you do Google Biden hates MAGA, you'll be reminded time and time and time again what the president of the United States, the great uniter, the president for all people from the bottom up and the middle out, really thinks of you. And it's not good. What he thinks of you is not good. And Tarlov knows this. She knows. And her only response is, who do you think's writing those articles? You, Jessica. You. Left-wing, half-baked propagandist hacks just like you are writing these articles.
He has vitriol for them, and so does MSNBC, and so does CNN, and so does the New York Times. They have vitriol for half of the nation. They don't look at them like fellow Americans, and it's unfortunate. They try to paint them as racist. All the things that they do to their fellow Americans who simply want a safe home, a safe community, for their children to have prosperity. They want the same thing, but they demean them all the time. That's why I think Phillips was so intriguing, because he went to a rally to find out for himself. And guess what? Golly, these are some pretty cool people. They're just like us.
Yeah, that is pretty amazing stuff. I did not know that about Dean Phillips, and God bless him. That's to his credit that he would do that. Go to a Trump rally, meet people, and basically he's finding out, hey, these people are just like you and me. Who'd have thought that? These aren't the evil insurrectionists that we've been telling people on TV. That's to his credit. No wonder New Hampshire Democrats won't give the guy the time of day, because he's right, and he is right. Demeaning normal, salt of the earth people, it does not make any political sense, doesn't make any moral sense. It doesn't make any kind of sense at all.
That's completely fine, and I know that the lines have shifted dramatically, but Joe Biden's responsible for a lot of that. You say that he's demeaned half the country. First of all, it's 74 million people that voted for Donald Trump, and he is explicit every time he talks about the MAGA movement to say that this is a subsection of the Republican Party, which is borne out in elections when you see people voting against Donald Trump.
Listen to that again if you have to, but did she really just say that? She says Biden doesn't hate half of America. He only hates 74 million people that voted against him. That's not half, Charles. I thought you were a math guy, you big black white supremacist.
And this idea that
but what about the people voting for him? What about the people voting for him? He gives teleprompter speeches. I mean, you have to understand that it's...
but he is talking about insurrectionists. Yes, he is. No.
Well, if we can all rest easy, man. If who the president is talking about are insurrectionists, we can all rest easy, because according to the federal government, through their charging documents, their pleading documents, every single one of their sentencing documents, there were no insurrectionists. So if there are no insurrectionists, then who does he hate? And who is he talking about? My guess, it's anyone who would even dare ask, hey, you keep saying insurrection, but did that actually happen? Did it happen like you're saying it happened? But anyway, it didn't. It did not happen like they're saying it happened. But that's just my take, guys. This is my opinion, just my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't already, guys, please make sure to help us grow. Join the channel. Like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share. Really does mean a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next one.